Oh, good afternoon, San Antonio, and welcome to the Happy Handyman Show. I'm Trudy Chook, broadcasting live from Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware. We are also live on Facebook right now. Just go to our Facebook page, which is Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware, and you'll see me. I'll be waving at you and also showing you products that I'm going to talk about today. I'm super excited. We've had some people in this week that have had questions that I thought, okay, I thought I talked about that kind of stuff. But evidently, I have not gone over it enough, and I want to make sure people don't make mistakes with products because that can ruin the day. That really can. If you use too aggressive a product on something and all of a sudden you've got etch marks on it, or you can't get it clean after that. And then we're going to be talking about a couple of new items that we got in. I want to tell you, okay, we're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is so easy to find. We're like 2 miles north of Loop 410, right past the light at Lock Hill, Selma. This store is open 7 days a week. Monday through Saturday, we're 8 to 6:30, and then on Sunday, 11 to 5. Anything that I talk about, you could call the store, get some more information. The number is 210-341-1573. We also have a website, and almost everything that I'm going to talk to you about today is on that site, and it's called happyhandyman.com. Out there on that site, you will also see an article about home improvement and hardware every week. That article goes into Houston, and we also post it on our website to kind of give you a clue on ideas to do around the house, new products that are on the hardware stage right now. And it's just a fun way. If you ever have a question, reach out to me there, and lots of times we answer it right in that article. So let's get started. This week, I've got a new light bulb. I know you think, Trudy, a light bulb is a light bulb is a light bulb. A light bulb hadn't been just a light bulb since California said we can't have incandescents anymore. I still have people come in and say, I just want a plain incandescent. And you can't buy them in the United States. I don't know if you can buy them someplace else, but it's against the law to sell them in the United States. Now, there's, of course, exceptions to the rule. You can have an oven light because they haven't found a way to do an oven light yet in an LED. You have a garage door light, a garage door opener light, because it's a rough duty light, and they haven't done that in an LED. So no, you can't get a regular incandescent, but there's exceptions to the rule. But I want to talk to you about a new bulb. It's a par 38. What does a par 38 mean? A par 38 is your regular, just floodlight type bulb. Now, most of my floodlight bulbs right now, you can get them where they stay on all the time, or if you have a motion detector, they'll go off and on with motion. And hey, Cindy, how are you? Cindy's saying hi on Facebook. And so I have been anxious to find a dusk to dawn floodlight. So in other words, your whole maybe backyard, your whole garage area, if you have some dark areas in the front where you want a flood, not just a regular like 60 watt, then this is it. It's made by Satco. It's super reasonably priced, and it is a 90 watt replacement. It'll give you a 5000 K light, and it says it'll last 15,000 hours. Now 15,000 hours, like that's about a year and a half. And so if you're looking for a bulb that would be dusk to dawn for around the house, I had a lady that bought everything I had last week. And so I know that there is a call for it. And so if you want some, they're on our regular light bulb aisle. Now, I want to tell you, put it together with a couple of other bulbs, and it'll make this time of the year so much easier. All right, so in the front of the house, like in just your regular lighting fixtures that take just a normal like 60-watt bulb, you know, just your regular kind of bulbs, you want to look at, Philips makes a bulb that's got a sensor in the front. It's got this little red eye, and you screw it in, and it's a dusk to dawn bulb. And so you never have to worry about, did I turn those lights off? Did I turn the lights on? They will always be on when it starts to go dark, and then they will always go off at first morning light. So they are really good. Now, I've had these bulbs for quite a while. I want to say in excess of 10 years. And on the outside of my house, they usually last anywhere from 4 to 5 years. I've only replaced my bulbs on the outside of the house in the front twice since I bought my little house. So these are great to have. It just makes it easy. Like, say we're gonna have parties and stuff like that, and you're having people over. You can always say the lights are on in the front of the house, and yours will always be on. It's a great way to show people this is my house. It's easy to find. Now, let me show you another bulb that I absolutely love. I have to special order these bulbs because they're not available through Do It Best. Now, as Do It Best does more true value products, we might be able to get these. This is a regular 60-watt size bulb. It fits in a medium size, like for your lamp, not a chandelier, but a medium size bulb. And what this bulb does is amazing. I could say this bulb could save you from tripping on stuff, from stepping on stuff, like if you have dog toys are laying around, or worse, like if your grandkids live those little toys, those little Lego toys, those things hurt so bad if you step on them. All right, this is Fight made a motion activated bulb, okay? Motion activated. So what does that mean? Because usually when we think motion activated, we think outdoors. This is indoors. So I put them in. I have several rooms where my lamps are not close to where I walk into the room. And I do not like overhead lighting. So my ceiling fan does not have a light fixture on it. I just don't like them. They just make a lot of shadows. So I only have decorative lighting in the room with lamps. So when I walk in, if I don't leave a light on, I can't see coming into the room. I mean, it's dark by 6:20, and I usually don't get home till 7 o'clock. So it's pitch inside my house. Well, this bulb, the minute you get within 8 to 10 feet of that fixture where you have this bulb in, it comes on. Even if you have it under a lampshade, it comes on. So what does that mean? You'll never walk into a dark room. I love these things. They are amazing. They're not that expensive. They last for a long time. When you put it in, the first time when you put it in, it's going to blink on and off 3 times. Then after that, it has settled in, and you've got a bulb for years. I think mine is going on 4 years now. And so those are just some new bulbs and some old bulbs that would help make your life a little bit easier this time of the year. And also, they would be great for you to give for your parents, for your grandkids, for anybody that, you know, they walk into a dark house. All right, so now our ladies' night event, I want to tell you some events real quick before we get too far into the show. This is our busiest time of the season, is in November, and we are having several events that are coming up. Next week is our annual ladies event. It is 3 days. It is Thursday, the 20th, the 22nd, the 21st, and the 22nd. It is specific hours, okay, from 3 to 6:30 every day. And during those hours, on those days, we have the whole gift shop on sale. So all of Christmas will be 50 off. If you've been walking around and seeing some things and you would like to have them, and just remember, next week, they'll be half off. And then everything else in the gift shop, except for a couple of things, will be 20% off. It's a great time to pick up some gift, whether that means for Christmas or for birthday, for yourself or for someone else. It's just an easy time to pick up gifts and get it at a good price. Now, while you're here, I'm going to tell you, the first 20 women in line every day get a gift bag full of gift. It's something we save for all year long, and we put gifts in these bags. Everybody gets a bag, but the first 20 people in line, well, you get a gift bag full of gift. And then while you're shopping, we have wine and snacks and everyone to help you. Now, after that, okay, is the week after that is Thanksgiving. And how most people have a Black Friday event, we have Stocking Stuffer Weekend. Now, we will also have some new sales that are going to be going on in the hardware section, but I never quite know what it is because sometimes we get this stuff in right at the last minute for sales. But in the gift shop, that means there's going to be all kinds of things laid out in these big jars, okay? And they're all going to be special pricing, and they're all going to be great gifts for your stockings. So smaller gifts, gifts maybe that you want to give somebody that you go visit, maybe your dentist, maybe your mailman, wherever it is, whoever it is, you're need to show up for Stocking Stuffer Weekend. Now, also on the ladies event, we have some special guests. Santa will be here on Thursday. Santa will be here on Thursday. He is the most wonderful Santa Claus. He is so great. And it's a twofer. We get him and Mrs. Claus. And then also M&M Eats is going to be here. If you were here a few weeks ago when we had an event and M&M was here, she has great cookies, great cupcakes. She does an amazing job. And she just does small batches. They are so good. In fact, our pastor at our church just put out a book, and she did all the cookies for him. I'm telling you, they're so good. Now, also, she's going to be here on the 20th from 3 to 5. Santa, 3 to 5 also. Then on Saturday, she'll be back 3 to 6. And South Texas Floral will be here. If you want to pick up some great silk plants for holiday decorating or just for a gift, Rosa will be here with all of her flowers. Okay. Now let's talk about some of the questions that I had this week that people asked me, and I went, no, you cannot do that. I had people buying Delete Germ. Okay, if you are familiar with Delete Germ or you've listened to me for so long, you know that Delete Germ is a toilet bowl cleaner, okay, specifically for toilet bowls. However, you can use it on glass, like glass shower doors. You can use it on ceramic tile, like the ceramic tile surround around your shower and around your tub. You can use it on porcelain tubs. Porcelain tubs are kind of magnetic, like if you put a shower curtain up, they stick to that. And your porcelain sinks, they do an excellent job at cleaning that. That's all you can use them on. You can't use it on cultured marble. You can't use it on these sinks that they make out of marble dust, and they put them together with a gel coating. You can't use them for that, okay? You cannot, because the Delete Germ will etch it, okay? Maybe not right away, but if you continue to use it, it will. So what do you use? I'm glad you asked. All right, so you can use gel gloss. Gel gloss will clean all those kind of surfaces. So cultured marble, okay, it was made for cultured marble. And if you're curious, do I have cultured marble? If your countertop and sink are all one piece, chances are it's cultured marble. It's the only thing I know that's like that. Quartz sometimes is like that, and they make other things for quartz. But if you have a cultured marble top, it may look kind of swirly like marble, then what you want to use is gel gloss. I haven't been able to get gel gloss in the longest time because they dropped out of Do It Best, but I was able to buy them at a special buy during a Do It Best show, and I got in enough. They come in, this one is an aerosol. It makes it real easy to clean. Now, gel gloss also does a faucet cleaner called Faucet Bright. This is good for like chrome, satin steel, things like that, okay? And it will polish and protect. So it's going to repel water, okay? It's like a liquidy wax. And then they also make a glass cleaner that's real good called No Streak. And it does the same thing. It will, you put it on and it will repel water and stuff like that and leave the glass to shine. You can also use it on your auto, okay? It's a really great, and these are all great prices. And the gel gloss really, it has not gone up that much. Now, I was just telling you about Faucet Bright and how that it is good for chrome and satin steel, but what if you don't have that? What if you have gold? I had a lady come to me, she says, I've got gold in my bathroom. What do I clean that with? There's only one product that I know of, and it's made by Flitz, and it's called Faucet Wax Plus. The plus makes a big difference. It is for gold-plated finishes and oil rub bronze. Now, can you use it on chrome and satin steel? Absolutely, you can, but it's a little more expensive, and so I tell you, save it for these other finishes. Oil rub bronze and gold are softer than chrome and satin nickel, so you kind of have to be careful. So this is a product that you want to use, Faucet Wax Plus. Now, how do you get off the watermarks off of all these things? Invisible Shield is a great product line. You usually hear me talking about Invisible Shield as when you clean your glass shower doors to provide a protective finish to the glass so they do not water spot as often. In fact, if you will use their glass protectant and cleaner, you can keep off water spots for almost up to a year. They say a year, but down here, our hard water is so hard that it will start spotting before the year's up. But you can go months without having to clean your glass shower door. Once you get it clean, and then you apply. But what about for your fixtures? Invisible Shield makes this water spot and stain remover. It's kind of like gel gloss, but it's for cleaning, where gel gloss is for protecting. But this will do all of it. It cleans, it shines, it restores. It is a great product line. And this water spot and stain remover comes in like a kind of liquidy paste, and it also comes in a liquid. So just, when you're cleaning, just make sure you get the right product. Because remember, everything is easy if you know how to do it and you have the right product. And those are the right products for those jobs. Now, we're getting ready to have people come in, right? So maybe you're touching up things around the house, around the apartment, things that you've been able to ignore when it was just you. Okay, so let me give you a couple little hints. How about your chandelier? Do you have a beautiful chandelier? And the last thing you really want to do is get up there and clean every one of those crystals. I mean, chandeliers are super back in style now. You see them everywhere. But how do you get them clean? You want to use a product called Hagerty Chandelier Cleaner. Okay? And you simply spray your chandelier and you let it drip dry. It will not harm the metal. It will not harm any of the finish. It literally drips dry without any spots. It takes care of the dust. You don't have to go dust it first. You just spray it on and let it drip dry. Now, if it's over your table, of course, you need to protect your table. Put down newsprint, plastic, just anything to keep your table from getting wet. But this Hagerty Chandelier Cleaner is so simple, so easy, and been around for the longest time. I mean, forever. How many of you have cabinet doors that are a little shaky? Maybe the screws where the hinges are, they've kind of wallered out in the wood and you don't know what to do. Your first thing is, I'll go get a bigger screw. But sometimes it just causes more of a problem. Let me tell you the anchor to use. It's called Screw It Again. I know that's a strange name, but these little anchors work so well. They kind of look like Pringles, maybe not Pringles, yeah, I think so. And they're a little shaped like, like a square piece like this, and they are pointed at the bottom and wider at the top, okay? Like a pyramid, that's the word I was looking for. And you take your screw out, you put this anchor in, okay? And what's nice, the reason he calls it Screw It Again is because you can keep using these anchors over and over and over again. You don't just use it one time and throw the whole thing away. You cut it off for where you need it, and then you can use another one in a different size. And then you go, I mean, it goes down to tiny. Then you take your screw out, you put the anchor in. I like to break it off with a screwdriver, or if it's smaller than that, take a straight edge razor blade and cut it, then put your screw back inside. And that is going to pull up that cabinet door, pull it straight. It's not gonna drag, and it'll make all your cabinets look so good. You can also use it like if you have a front door where it's dragging a little bit, try using these in the hinges in your front door. It'll pull that door back up and get it to close and open securely. It's called Screw It Again, and it's an amazing product. Okay. Now, how many of you have some mold and mildew on the outside of the house? Okay. And it just comes back and comes back. Okay. It's going to be a maintenance thing. We really, we had a lot of water this springtime, and maybe what you get is the overspray from your sprinkler system, and on the outside of your house, then you get some mold. Not mold, I'm sorry, mildew, okay? What do you take care of that with? The simplest product, and I'm just holding it up in a quart-sized bottle right now, is 30-second outdoor cleaner. This was a family business up until about 3 years ago, but the company that bought it is keeping the same formula, and it's so easy to use. You simply spray it on. If you want to use this on like chairs, outdoor furniture, anything outdoor, you can use the quart-sized bottle. It also comes in a hose in. And then the most economical is the gallon. You put it in a pump-up sprayer. It's a 1 gallon, but it makes 2 gallons diluted, okay? And that's how you want to do it. 1 gallon, put 1 gallon of water, put it in your pump-up sprayer, and you can start spraying the outside of your house. You spray it on, you let it work, you rinse it off, okay? This is not something you just let air dry, okay? You do let it work for a little bit, and then you rinse it off. And then it will take care of any mildew stain that you have on the outside of the house, whether it's on the house, okay? What about your deck, your fence, your outdoor furniture? I tell you where I get it. I get it on the top of my hot tub, the top that lays down, because most of the time I leave it open and it gets wet in between there, and then I open it up and guess what? Mold and mildew is there. Not mold. Mildew is there, okay? Mold is a completely different thing, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. And I just spray it on, and then that's it, okay? Oh, shoot. I guess I talked too much. Okay. Let me tell you where we're located. We're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The phone number here is 210-341-1573. Call the store. Don't miss out on all these great events that we have coming up, because we have worked real hard and we want to make them real special for you. And that's it for this week. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects we've been talking about. But by all means, remember one thing: it will always be a great day to paint. See you next week.